Okay, we're starting out the day here on the road south out of Kenansville with a raccoon family sighting. Wait for them to cross the road, and we're going to head out to Hardee County, Florida. We got a bunch of stuff in store today. This is going to be a fun day.
They'll ship me out on a boat off the coast, on a bus to Mexico, sticking umbrella in my glass.
So today we're starting out our Hardee County adventure here at Paynes Creek Historic State Park after we had the good omen of seeing a family of raccoons cross the road in front of us on the way down here. And so let's see, we got a map here of the park, and it looks like they have a couple different trails we might want to try. Let's see, we got the Peace River Trail, it's a mile, and we got the Historic Trail, that's 1.7 miles. Flatwoods Trail and the Mary Jane Trail. I guess we'll probably do some combination of the first two trails, maybe parts of each. And they got a nice map here. Let's get started. Well, we found our way to the trails, and we're going to start out with the path behind me. That's the Peace River Trail, and then there's another trail behind us. That's the Historic Trail. And but first, right here at the meeting of the trails is Paynes Creek and a nice little overlook. So let's see what Paynes Creek looks like. Got your gratuitous alligator sign, of course. That's a nice slow-moving creek. And Paynes Creek leads out to the Peace River, and we are headed out on the Peace River Trail now. So this is a nice sandy, flat trail that just goes along the Paynes Creek. It's going on to the right of us here, and some benches along the way. Really easy walking, and this should lead to the Peace River. And along the trail on the right side, there are a couple little clearings where you can see the creek, like this one here. And here's another overlook. This one's got a little mini trail you can go down along the banks here. And this is really nice. See some cypress knees here. Paynes Creek. So the Peace River is kind of famous in this part of Florida because we all have electricity from the Peace River Electric Company, Preco or Preco, however you pronounce it. And but there really is an actual Peace River, and this is it. We're approaching here with one last alligator warning. So Paynes Creek on the right over here is leading into the Peace River, which is a lot wider in front of us here. Some sand along the banks over there. I know this side of the river is protected land. I'm not sure about the other side, but that looks probably like a natural embankment of sand. We got a great egret flying above. Several more. And the Peace River. I have to say, it is quite a peaceful place. And the word I was looking for is confluence. We are at the confluence of Paynes Creek and the Peace River. The view from a little further down the Peace River is really nice too. So it looks like in this creek they've got snapping turtles. And here we've got a little observation deck. Cypress swamps. This looks like it was built very recently. A nice little cypress swamp here. Nice green swamp. I don't see any snapping turtles, but I'm sure they're under there.
Look at that. Beautiful.
So Mom found a flower she
Vines
likes.
all over it. It hurts. Wow, beautiful.
And that's the end of the Peace River Loop. So let's head towards the historic trail and see the trading post site. So there's a white butterfly along the trail on a flower. Going from flower to flower here. One thing I should also mention too, which I think is a good thing, is that even though you could hear some kids over at the playground and picnic pavilion that's, you know, in the distance, we didn't see a single person along this trail, and we've walked, you know, like a mile in a loop all by ourselves here. So nice and peaceful and quiet if you like that sort of thing. And we've reached the trailhead for the historic trail. This trail will lead you to a monument dedicated to the men killed in Seminole Indian attack in 1849, and to an overlook of the site where the attack took place. Both trails start and end here. The monument trail takes 20 minutes and is a half a mile long. The Stower Trail takes 60 minutes and is 1.5 miles long. So I'm sure you could spend all day on these trails and have a nice day and see all of the historic sites. But we're, in the interest of time, just going to go as far as the monument. So let's see what that is. Another crossroads here in Paynes Creek Historic State Park. This is actually really neat. Look at this bridge. It's a danger, you can't go across it, but look at that old bridge. That is neat. It was worth it just for this. And I guess I'll do a dangerous bridge selfie for the YouTube thumbnail. Well, the bridge is closed, so we won't actually be seeing the monument itself, but maybe some other time. Well, I've burned almost 1,900 calories so far, so I think our next stop, or the one after it, will be getting some lunch. So I just wanted to put the dashboard cam on for a minute, just to show you. This is Main Street, Bowling Green, Florida. Not to be confused with the more famous Bowling Green 1,100 miles from here, which the GPS actually routed me to. They, I guess, assumed I wouldn't want to go to this Bowling Green for some reason. Seems like a nice little town, but not really anything in terms of stores or restaurants or anything like that. Well, there's something up here coming up. A little bit of business. There used to be a railroad going through here. So I decided to get out for a minute because it looks like there actually is some neat stuff here. This is the Atlantic Coastline, apparently, one of their trains here. And there is also a station over here. And this is really neat. No more train tracks here, but you can see the clearing where they used to be. And you got some residential, and you got a post office for Bowling Green. Nice place to get out and take a little walk in rural Florida here. Got some Bowling Green signage on the station too. And this would have been a nice little downtown back in the railroad days here. They still got a hair and nails place, it looks like, over there. That's what's left of downtown Bowling Green. Lunchtime at the Pioneer Restaurant in Zolfo Springs. I don't think I've ever seen a handwritten menu. First for everything. Chicken and potatoes, collard greens, cornbread. What's that? Oh, Mom got potatoes? Is that what that
Pickled
is?
beets,
Pickled beets,
sweet potato fries.
The chicken is really good. So the restrooms are outside the building. There's a restaurant, which is a little weird. So I don't usually do restroom footage, but I really felt like this is part of the Hardee County experience here. Here it is, the outdoor restroom at the Pioneer Restaurant. Well, the restaurant had its trade-offs. I mean, there were definitely pluses and there were definitely some minuses there. The chicken, starting off with the pluses, was absolutely delicious. The way, whatever it was, the batter, what it was breaded in was absolutely delicious. I guess we'll do a negative. The cornbread was probably the driest cornbread I ever had. But you might like that. But for me, I thought it was like putting a spoonful of sand in your mouth. The collard greens were delicious. Absolutely delicious. They were perfect to go with that chicken. The mashed potatoes were not to my liking, but I don't know. Hard to describe exactly why. Now across the street from the Pioneer Restaurant is the Pioneer Park, and let's see what that's all about and whether it's open. So within Pioneer Park is the Hardee County Wildlife Refuge, and it is closed right now. However, we could see some of the wildlife from outside. For example, you can see the vulture on top of that roof there. There's quite a few vultures. And I'm looking through a chain link fence, but if it were open, you'd be able to walk along that boardwalk and see some more wildlife. Well, too bad it's not open. It looks like there'd be a lot to see if it was. But this park also is on the Peace River. And let's see what the view looks like from here. And here is the view of the Peace River from Pioneer Park. And you see they've got amenities here, picnic tables, and you could even camp here. They have a whole campground in here. And fortunately, one of the amenities they have here are public restrooms, because I don't think I would have made it back across the street to the restaurant. That food took about 15 minutes to digest. It tasted good though, the chicken. I'm assuming it's just, you know, the oil or whatever they fried it in. Mom seems to be doing okay though. So Pioneer Park also has a Pioneer cabin and a blacksmith. So true to its name, this really is a Pioneer themed park. From here, we are headed now to Wauchula, which is just a few miles away. So our first destination in Wauchula is the Peace River Park, which, as its name suggests, is along the Peace River. And we're approaching it here. Got a picnic here. Alright, that's not the Peace River. Try over there. That was just some little gully, not even a creek. Another nice footbridge. This one is functional. You can walk across. All right, and the sign says they've got a scenic overlook ahead. Nice path too. This is great. This isn't even a state park or anything. This is just a county park, but it's a really nice trail. I'm gonna take some still pictures while I'm here too. The Peace River Electric Company is having a photo contest, so have to send in a few entries. And they've got camping here too, some campsites. But I think we might be approaching the overlook. Okay, that was just a little clearing. It's not the overlook, but it can't be too far. Okay, after getting lost in the campground, now we see some more scenic overlook signage. Onward to the Peace River. Here comes another confidence-inspiring footbridge. Actually, this one is much sturdier. The path continues. Where is this overlook? I think I might see a clearing ahead. Well, the path opened up, but no, this is not the overlook yet. And I hope Mom has better luck with her lunch than I did, because this is shaping out to be a long walk. all of these things up here. They look like clearings, and they just turned out to be campsites and stuff. But maybe this one's for real. Maybe this is the overlook for real coming up. Of course not. Just a turn in the trail. And now we have to make a decision, right or left. And we don't have a map. And I don't see any signage. I do hear water. If I had to guess, I think it's to the right. Well, it turned out to be to the left, but this park is really close to town, so they have really good internet. So thanks to Google, I was just able to say, where am I? And get a look at a map, start heading the right direction. Well, here's the overlook, and here's the Peace River. And they've got a picnic pavilion here too by the overlook, where you can have a rest after walking pretty far. Well, it looks like we've walked 3.78 miles today so far. The Fitbit is happy. And since I've moved down to Florida, I have lost 27 pounds. I know that's been a year, and that's not a ton for a year, but at least it's moving in the right direction. It's nice here, but I guess we should head back before we forget the way. While we're in Wauchula, we should also probably check out the downtown. Well, it looks like we're going the right way here, I think. We haven't gotten to any of the 3 footbridges yet, but we're back into the larger camping areas, which I assume are the ones that are closest to the parking lot. This park is kind of easy to get lost in, if you haven't noticed. Thankfully we have Google. This park is an endless maze of campsites. We made our own loop through the forest using the campsites, but finally we see something we recognize from the way we came in. So we got here a different way, but we are on the right track now. Here comes Mom. You ready for Wauchula? Watch out, Wauchula. I see the parking lot. Back at the footbridge here. The super sturdy footbridge that doesn't feel like it's caving in from underneath you when you walk across it. I have to say the older boards actually feel a little sturdier than the newer ones for some reason. Well, this is downtown Wauchula, community redevelopment area, and they've got a ways to go. There's really not a happening downtown right now. Looks like all the businesses are closed. Imagine if I were a bakery or a pastry shop. Well, hopefully someday. And it looks like there may be some stores open ahead. They've got a Verizon store. Courthouse, police department. Speakers on the signs where they're projecting music. But that doesn't really make it a lively downtown, unfortunately. For rent. That would make a great restaurant, I think. Well, the Masons look like they're in business. Up here on top, you can see the Masonic symbol up there in this nice historic building. However, the building itself is for sale and vacant on the bottom floor. What a nice little town this could be, though. So this is the Chamber of Commerce in what appears to be the old railroad station. And no rails here anymore. See where the tracks probably would have went down there. And I don't know the history of this town, but I know in a lot of Florida towns, you know, the railroad's gone, and then you know, the town sort of starts to evaporate, and then the Walmart moves in, and then the little stores can't make it, and these days the Dollar General. But at least these buildings are still in good condition, and it looks like they're trying. And this one here looks like they got a shop local. Cats on Main. Looks like they sell just antiques and things like that, but you know, that's a start. And that store is on Main Street, but it's actually part of a more modern strip mall. So you got some jazzercise and some other things here too. But that's it. Main Street, Wauchula. Now I've got a couple interesting things that I put on the list. I'm going to check out Solomon's Castle and Herb's Country Club. A really neat fence. Well, we followed the signs for Solomon's Castle, but sadly it's closed. Closes at 4 o'clock, and despite being a castle, you can't see it from the road. So I guess we'll just have to come back some other time. So let's head to Herb's Groceries and Country Club. Well, we're at our final destination for the day, but it's not clear whether it's open here. We are the only car in the lot here at Herb's Country Club, which looks really, really neat. Ceiling fans on. I have no idea if it's open. Well, unfortunately, we've been informed that this place is closed too. So we're just gonna have to make another trip to this part of the world. Since our last two destinations were both fails, we figure we're going to extend the video a little bit into Highland County. So we just headed east on 64, and we're around Avon Park now, and I am in the middle of an orange grove. If you want to see what one of those looks like, it looks like this. I hear a cow in the background, and you can see there's still oranges on the trees here. Florida Orange Grove. And no, I didn't take any oranges, but it's very tempting. So I guess we're gonna head to Tsunami Sushi, which is in Winter Haven, not Winter Garden. Winter Garden is up by Orlando. Winter Haven is down here, and it's a much smaller town. So, but they have a sushi place, and I've never been to it. So let's see what that's like, and that will truly be our final destination as it's getting dark. You see the sun's getting very low in the sky. Very nice though, the sun's setting over the farms. Well, here we are at a strip mall in Winter Haven, Tsunami Sushi. Why? Because there is no sushi in the entire county, in the entire Hardee County. I don't think there's a record store in that county either. And if I'm wrong on either of those, please put it in the comments. You can correct me, because I will go back and visit their sushi restaurant or their record store if they do have one. But anyway, here we are. Tsunami Sushi. Here we go. I like the theme with the bamboo and the umbrellas. They've got a nice a la carte sushi menu with check boxes, and they've got quite a few specials. I'm definitely going to try one of their special rolls. That's what I always do. They have a barracuda roll. I don't know if I feel like lobster today. The Diablo roll looks good. Yellowtail tuna, white tuna, crab, white sauce, sriracha. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Maybe get some tongatsu too. Japanese pork chop. The soy sauce tray continues the bamboo theme. Got the miso and some salad. It's like Japanese ginger dressing. So the sushi has arrived, and it's nicely plated. In the front is the Diablo roll that I ordered, and Mom ordered the American roll in the back with the shrimp sticking out of it. It's good, but I'm a little surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be hot temperature-wise, but it's like the outside is like fried, but it's good. And now the tonkatsu has arrived. Japanese pork chop, some sauce, rice. So all in all, I'd say the food tastes good. Hardee County doesn't know what they're missing, but to Hardee County's defense, it's only a county of 27,000 people, so maybe not big enough for a sushi restaurant. But speaking of big, my only critique at all about the food really is just that I have a pretty big mouth, and I think you'd have to have a mouth twice the size of mine to fit some of the stuff in there. They could have cut the tonkatsu into smaller pieces, and the sushi as well was large, and since it was cooked and it was kind of hardened, you couldn't really break it up either, so hard to eat with chopsticks. But the flavor was very good for both, and the sushi was creative, so I definitely give it points for that. So I do recommend coming here. I thought it was very good. Also good value. I mean, this is the amount that I'm taking home, so I didn't expect it to be this big portion for the price, so good in that department too. Sometime we get a chance to go back to the other two things that were closed today, and it's the day before Easter too. Today is the Saturday before Easter, so we'll get a chance hopefully sometime in the future to go back to Herb's and to see the Solomon's Castle. Until next time. I take day trips just about every weekend. I'm based out of Central Florida, so most of my videos will be set in that part of the world. If you're interested in things to do in Florida, or if you just want to come along for the ride, you can hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or any suggestions for future trips, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching.